There's a lot of Jonathan Kuminga to the Bulls buzz going right now. Jake Fisher reported that the Chicago Bulls are interested in him. He also reported that Kuminga is interested in the Bulls. Now, the caveat here is we're talking about Jake Fisher. For a guy who claims to be an NBA insider, that dude gets everything wrong. I've never seen him report on anything that actually happened. So take what he says with a grain of salt. But it's an interesting rumor. As a Chicago Bulls fan, I hate it. I don't want anything to do with Jonathan Kuminga. As a basketball player, Jonathan Kuminga is just not a guy I would want to invest in. I trust Steve Kerr. He's a championship coach. He's a genius as a coach. If he's telling us that the best way for the Warriors to win is with Jonathan Kuminga on the bench, I'm going to listen to him. And there's conspiracy theorists out there. There's Jonathan Kuminga fans out there who claim that Steve Kerr benched him because him and the Warriors front office were in cahoots and they were trying to drive the value of Jonathan Kuminga down. That's bullshit, man. I'm calling bullshit on that. There's no way. Steve Kerr's one goal is to win games. His one goal is to win another championship. If Jonathan Kuminga gave them the best chance to win, he'd have been out there. Jonathan Kuminga wasn't seeing playoff minutes until Steph went down, until Jimmy Butler was hobbled, and he put up some nice stats. But every game that he had nice stats in that Timberwolves series, they were getting the dog shit kicked out of them. So they were kind of empty calorie stats. I'm not going to take too much from that. So Jonathan Kuminga as a player doesn't do much for me. Not a guy I really want to invest in. And from the Chicago Bulls perspective, he makes no sense. Modest Buzelis is the future. Do not bring in Jonathan Kuminga to take not only reps from him, but shots from him, minutes from him, and a role that Modest Buzelis should be playing. Modest Buzelis should be their go-to scorer. Jonathan Kuminga thinks of himself as a go-to scorer. He's a guy who wants to average 20 to 25 a game in this league. That's going to take reps away from Buzelis. And you just took a guy, Noah Essengay, at the 11th pick, who also Jonathan Kuminga is going to take minutes from, going to take shots from, going to take developmental reps from. So this doesn't make any sense for the Chicago Bulls to do this. Unfortunately, the Chicago Bulls do a lot of things that don't make sense because of Arturas Karnisovas. They just traded Lonzo Ball for Isaac Okoro straight up, no draft picks. That doesn't make a lot of sense. And then you find out they had to dig into their trade exemption to do it. That also doesn't make sense. So this is a team where nothing they do surprises me because they have a complete bozo in the front office making their decisions. But as a Bulls fan, I just pray they don't do this. Doesn't make any sense. And I'm going to tell you right now, if they sign Jonathan Kuminga, I'm going to be a very unhappy Bulls fan.